Alright, y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a good day. Welcome to Life is a Scam podcast. I am your host, Shay_SoFit. You can follow me on IG. Don't follow me on Twitter because I'm a wild person on Twitter. Don't even look up for me. Don't even look
Are
for me.
you?
Yeah, I'm a little different sometimes. We got another episode coming to you live from the south side of Chicago. Before we jump into it, I want to introduce our guest, our man of the hour, Money Man Mitch. Say what's up to the people, Mitch.
What's happening, y'all? How you doing? Thanks for having me on the podcast. Super excited. Money Mitch is the side name, but the real name is Mitchell Phelps. So hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, whatever.
Yeah, Mitch is good. He's a cool dude. We also got our regulars on the episode with us. We got Worldwide West, also known as Ghost of Chicago. He throwing up gang signs. He doesn't gang bang at all, y'all. And then at the far end, we got my boy Capable. Say what's up to the people, K.
What's up, people?
He's so cool. Alright, so we got another exciting episode coming to you guys today. But before we jump into that, we're going to play a little game with our man Money Mitch. So today's topic is going to be about surrounding NFTs, just trying to get rich, because who don't want to get rich, right? We all want to get rich. Well, I want to get rich. I don't know about y'all.
Yes, I agree.
So we're going to play a little game. We're going to talk about some finances real quick before we jump into the main topic. So, Mitch.
Yes.
If you can get one stock, any stock, right now, what would you get in life? Price don't matter.
Price doesn't matter?
Price doesn't matter.
Sheesh. Oh, that's a good one. Probably like Amazon.
Amazon?
Yeah. Amazon stock is high. It's like a couple $1,000s.
I think it's like, last time I checked, it was like 27.
It went to 32.
It jumped up to 32?
Yeah. Amazon's just a madhouse. Like, they got like a business unit for just about every single business you could ever see. They're continually growing, innovating, all that good stuff as well. But again, it's kind of pricey. But I would definitely go for that.
Amazon is taking over the world. If you had $10,000 given to you right now, how would you invest that?
I would go directly into some cryptocurrencies.
Crypto, okay.
Crypto, yeah.
Top three.
Top three? That's a hard. That's a hard. So the first thing that I'll say up front is none of this, nothing I say is like official.
Don't go buy
advice.
your ass.
So don't go buy anything.
All my savings.
In cryptocurrency. And the reason I said I would put my money in cryptocurrency, if someone just gave me $10,000, the only reason is because I would be okay losing that money because somebody just gave it to me.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But you said the top ones I would go into. So we've got a couple different types. You got the more volatile ones, which are the ones that will like shoot up and like make you tons of money real quick, or the ones that will potentially just like stay pretty flat and stable. Those are like those stable coins. Yeah. I do a little mixture. So I'd probably go with like Ethereum.
Okay.
That's one of the coins.
It's a popular one.
It's a popular one. And then also another kind of like stable-ish one would be your Bitcoin.
Okay.
So that's like a kind of a hold type coin.
Yeah.
And then another one there would be Solana. And so this is kind of a newer project that's kind of on the up and up right now.
Okay.
And I think they got a lot of legway.
Okay. All right. That's what's up. I don't have any of the ones you listed. I am in deep in Dodge. So deep in Dodge.
Uh-oh.
You gotta do something to buy the debt. You bought too many dips.
Exactly. I didn't buy the right dip. And so I make money. So I make money on Dodge, right? And then I was like, I want to make more money. So I was like,
got greedy.
F it. Let's go in. I went in too hard. So now I'm just here. I'm a holder forever.
You gotta buy the dip. Whenever you see that opportunity, you have to take it.
I'm in too deep,
So
The thing is, you never know when the dip
you have
ends.
to decide that when it went to like 0.12,
Yeah.
you just gotta move the rest of the coins in there, man. It's
So-
like, look.
Right now, I'm just in my praying phase
Amen.
where just go back to where you used to be. Let me get my money back. That's it.
Yeah.
Let me pull out so I can invest in other places. I'm in deep in Dodge. I'm in a little bit in is it Shiba?
Shiba.
Yeah.
Shiba.
Yeah.
I need that to skyrocket.
I mean, I got in a little bit with that. Quick story. My mom gave me some funds. It was like, she know I trade and I invest and stuff. And I was talking to my sister about it. So she gave me some money. It was like, invest this for me. And like, she was like, I don't need the money back immediately, but just do what you got to do with it. And so I put a little bit of it in Shiba, whatever. So I feel like that one is like, if it skyrockets, great. If it doesn't, it's like I didn't go in too deep. I just bought like a little something. You know what I'm saying? Something like if it skyrocket, great. If it don't, whatever. Those are my two cryptos. My brother-in-law, he loves Ethereum.
We gotta go ETH.
He preached that. He said if anybody has money, go. He swears ETH is gonna get to where Bitcoin is at one day. Ooh. So he was like, yeah, put your money there. But yeah. All right. So the main topic, like I said earlier, is NFTs. Everybody, let me not speak for everybody. I'm gonna speak for myself. I'm in a place where I want to make money. Like I make a decent living, but I want to be in a place where I don't gotta work. Where I just, move some funds, make a few $100,000, and I go back to bed. You know what I'm saying? That's my goal in life. Just to have my money make money for me.
I'm with you, bro.
So I can spend all my time with my wife and my child, because they're beautiful people and I like spending time with them. So,
you gonna be hired?
Am I gonna be hired?
Trying to be that babysitter.
Trying to be babysitter?
Nah.
I was looking for a nanny. K said he'll charge me. Well, you said 6 figures. I got to pay him 6 figures to take care of my child.
Off to
Right. No, thank you. But yeah, so like I was saying, we all want to be in a place where we have our money making money for us. And NFTs is something that I've heard a lot of people talking about. But I tried to look into it, but it confused me more. I was just like, what the heck is an NFT? So let's start with the very basic. Let's start from round one. Money Man Mitch, tell us, what the heck is an NFT?
What the heck is an NFT? That's a crazy question because a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know what this means. At the basic core of it, it is called, an NFT stands for a non-fungible token. And all that means is that this is something, so if we look at things that are fungible, that would be anything like physical.
Okay.
Physical, fungible, that's kind of how I put it together. Non-fungible is something that's not physical. So right now we utilize like paper money, paper objects, a house even, that's fungible. But then when we look at stuff that's non-fungible, that would be anything that's like digital.
Okay.
And so looking at NFTs, those are like your digital PDFs, JPEGs, stuff like that, that folks are utilizing.
Okay. Now, I hear what you're saying. How does that make people money though? Like, continue to tell us. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, so I didn't get it at first either. That's one thing I think I'll start off with is like I'll level set on like where I was at with my knowledge and where I'm at now. Like when I first started, I like heard NFTs and I was like, this is cool. I heard people talking about it a little bit and I was like, this sounds really dumb. Like, why is there any value in any of this at all? And then when I really started getting into it and understanding, okay, what this could mean for the future, that's like what actually got me excited.
Okay.
And so right now when we look at NFTs, we look at stuff like the monkeys, little monkey NFTs. We look at, what is it? They got like astronaut NFTs, like all these other things, the apes even. And we're like, what the heck's going on with those? But the main thing with the NFTs and what makes them like so valuable is because they come with utility. And so essentially what utility means is that, okay, yeah, I'm buying this JPEG, but this JPEG unlocks a ton of different doors for me. And so specifically, we're looking at, we're talking about this a little bit too. We look at some of the monkeys, so the Bored Ape, like the Bored Ape Yacht Club is what they call themselves. Okay. And those are like $1 million, multi-$1,000 JPEGs that you're buying.
Okay.
But those things open up like specific yacht parties. So essentially it's like y'all familiar with like Soho House?
Yeah.
Essentially that, like, instead of buying your membership for Soho House, you buy this NFT, and that gives you access to all these cool parties, all these cool exclusive people, exclusive content, stuff like that.
Now is that for a lifetime? Or
Yeah.
as long as you own the NFT?
Great question. It is. So it's as long as you own it. So then if you sell it, now that person that picks it up, they get those benefits. So it's crazy how it's working right now, and I think with more and more businesses are starting to think about it. We're seeing big brands like Gucci, other brands that are starting to like actually get NFTs. And so think about like a brand like Gucci. One thing they could do is say, hey, if you buy this NFT, y'all hot in here by the way?
A little spicy.
You know
I was
what?
gonna say nothing.
Give me a towel.
Yeah. I'm gonna cut not the air on. I'm gonna crack a window.
I need to take
How about
this
that?
off.
Yeah. So
goddamn NFT.
NFT make you hot, boy.
I was about to text my wife like, hey, can you get Mitch a towel? But
Yeah.
she was at the base. So I was just like, you know what? He just gonna have to sweat. But I'm glad you said something.
Yeah. How to say?
I cut the heat off already. It's just, you black people, we got warm blood, so we just get hot.
I be getting hot when I talk. for real.
Yeah. But go ahead, continue.
Where was that? Oh, talking about some of the brands.
Yeah.
So Gucci.
Right.
So what a Gucci can do is basically sell you this NFT West, because we know you like big brands, you're big ballers, go Chicago, all that good stuff. They can say, hey, go ahead and buy this Gucci NFT. With this NFT, we're gonna gift you a Gucci watch. Gucci makes watches, right? Do they make some watches? Okay. We're gonna gift you a Gucci watch every single year, just for owning this NFT. That's it. And then like, hey, when we have more exclusive drops that come out, you're gonna be the first one in line to even be able to get that. Yeah, so it can go all the way from that to, let's think about if we've got, what's your favorite like local restaurant here?
Let's see. I like Jaha Grill or Ja Grill.
Ja Grill.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the Jamaican spot.
Yeah, I love that
That's
spot.
good.
Yeah,
The jerk chicken.
Yeah, the plantain.
With the
I hate
plantain.
that they be stingy with the plantain. So
They
I'm
do
not
every Jamaican. They
Nigerian.
give you 2
So
pieces.
like,
Ooh.
they charge. Slight deviation. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get back to this. I eat dodo all the time. Plantains. Dodo in Nigerian
Terminology here.
A full plantain probably costs like $1. You can slice that into like
Couple
10
dozen
10
or something.
pieces.
Yeah,
Right,
like,
10
come on,
to
she's
12
slicing
pieces.
them. Let's go.
You go to Ja Grill, they charging $4 for 3 plantains. G.
Yeah, but it ain't just Ja Grill, man. It's all Jamaican. So
Yeah.
if you get like extra plantain, they give you 3 more
They give
pieces.
you
What?
You give me half
You
a
gotta go home.
plantain.
Go buy a plantain. Hey, babe, put the oil on the stove.
Wow, but continue, man.
But imagine this though. So if Ja Grill said, hey, we're coming out with the NFT, and when you own this NFT, every single time you come order with us, you get some free plantains. You get a free order of plantains.
Okay.
And then so say Kay's got it, and then Kay ends up leaving Chicago. He's not going to be at Ja Grill as often. Then he goes ahead and sells it to Wes. Now you can have this NFT. Now you get free plantains every single time you roll up to Ja Grill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's all about the utility. That's the main
That's
reason.
utility. Okay.
So-
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So quick question. So will they limit that then? So for instance, will they have 5 of those out on the market as opposed to, you know what I'm saying, like I guess oversaturating the market with 100 or 1,000, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like, hey, let's only do a limited amount of these.
Right.
And then like a limited amount in circulation. And so for them, like the benefit is like from a brand standpoint, it's like it helps us promote our brand a little bit. Also having the ownership on those things. So if we look at Ja Grill, when you pass it over, when you sell it to Wes, Ja Grill actually gets money off of that too. And so they're gonna get money from that transaction because they were the originator on that.
Got it.
And that kind of brings us back to just like the foundation of like why like NFTs and stuff even exist, why cryptocurrencies and things exist as well. But mainly with NFTs, it's like the foundation of ownership and like being able to truly know and record like who's owned these different assets. So you make an NFT for a song even. So a lot of people give this analogy of like Drake back in the day. So like one of Drake's first albums or whatever, the one that like blew up. So say he sold that as like an NFT, and like you were like part owner in like one of those songs, right? As that song got more and more popular, the NFT would appreciate in value over time. And then you can swap that ownership, but then since Drake owned that song that he gave to you through that NFT, he's gonna constantly get kickback from it.
Every single time.
Every single time.
So it's like a royalty almost?
It's essentially a royalty, and it like cuts out the middleman, because right now, like in the music industry, I think musicians and producers, the actual creators of it, they only get what, 20%, super small percent. But this cuts out everybody to where they could get a larger percentage potentially.
Sounds like we need a life's scam NFT.
Right. So exactly, for real. But I guess this would be my next question. So for the everyday person, for me, for people who are listening, who are into just making different investments, how do you profit from that exactly?
Yes. So you profit just based off of the appreciation. And so whenever we invest, just in general, like foundationally, say we right now invest in a stock, the only way we make money on that stock is if the price of that stock goes up, right?
Yeah.
Because it's an appreciating asset. Same thing with an NFT. So if we buy an NFT for $5 today and it gets more popular and appreciates to $10, that's how we make money off of it. And so we've got that value that's holding there. And if we sell it, we make that money instantly. But if you continue to hold it and continue to, that asset or the NFT continues to appreciate, then you've got more and more value.
Now I got a quick question.
What's
so with that, if it appreciates, it can also lose value.
If it appreciates?
No, I'm saying if it has
Swing
the ability,
one way, right.
Correct.
It has the ability
Swing
to
another way.
appreciate, does it also have the ability to
Depreciate.
Yeah.
Yep, or go down. Yeah, you're exactly right.
Okay.
That's the gamble. That's why it's an investment, because it can go up, down, sideways, stay flat at all times. So yeah, I think that's one of the main things. Like when looking at this stuff, it's like you should really evaluate before even like going into like cryptocurrencies too. It's like the things you should look at first are, hey, what's my goal here?
Yeah.
Like why am I doing this? 2, looking at like what's like the actual like holding goal. So am I trying to get like a short-term gain, or am I trying to like hold this for the long term and see what that's going to look like? And then even looking at kind of the third thing I would really evaluate is, are you okay losing this money?
Right.
Because
that's big for any investment. Like you gotta be okay with losing. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Going literally to zero.
Yeah. That sounds a little painful if I'm being honest.
So sorry to interject there. So basically, what I'm hearing is, I think that like the utilities tied to that NFT have to be something that's like worth appreciating, right? Because let's say, all right, we come up with an NFT now, but our utilities don't mean anything.
Right.
No one's gonna buy it, right?
Right,
So we got to figure out a way to make that marketable, where it's like you get
So
access to this.
You
part.
almost have to have like a backing already. Like if we do, like let's say we created an NFT for Life in this camp, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we had like, okay, we have quarterly events where you get to come to this event for free. But if no one wants to come to our event anyway, then it's not worth having, it's not worth purchasing that NFT. So if you have a little bit of like backing, you have people following you already, like any celebrity can create an NFT and say, you get one free concert a year. And then people will buy that just hoping to get that free concert.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the concert just did that. One of the concert out in the West Coast.
Coachella?
They're doing that right now. Yeah, I think it's a Coachella, or I think it actually might be Coachella.
Okay.
But essentially, like if you buy one of their NFTs, you get like free tickets for life.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the NFT
Okay.
price?
Right,
So,
Yeah, what's that price?
Really
though?
expensive.
so like they talk about celebrities, but I think that's crazy because what I saw is, I think it was B. Simone. She was charging people to get on her close friends. So people legit, bro, on Instagram, pay this amount, you get put on my close friends,
Dang.
and you get access to whatever content I post on my close friends.
I mean, that sounds like an OnlyFans to
That's
me.
I know.
crazy, right? Crazy, but that's what you say. Any celebrity, they can figure out a way. All right, this is the access you get to come to my house once a year, or get the tour, right? So that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, Bron let me get access to his crib. I'm like, let's see what
It's
it's
there,
right?
and that's the thing, right? So if you're really a fan of somebody, you will buy their NFT. If
it's
Brian
reasonable.
made an
If it's
NFT,
reasonable.
right? Yeah. If somebody I'm a fan of, right? It doesn't matter who. I'm a LeBron fan. If he was like, I got an NFT and once a year I throw a Christmas party and you get to come to my Christmas party. If it's reasonable, I will purchase that. But I just want to hang out with LeBron. You know what I'm saying? So I see it.
But the thing is, like, some of those, like, a lot of these NFTs, they don't actually even have that utility to them yet.
Oh.
Just off the strength of LeBron doing it, he sell it.
Right.
Just
right,
off that
right.
strength alone.
He doesn't even have to make the utilities yet. He's got to say, I got an NFT. And people
Exactly.
start, wow.
Straight off of, like, the exclusive nature, like, for me to sit here and be able to say, like, yo, like, I got the LBJ,
Yeah.
NFT
Wow.
joint, and y'all don't have it.
But like, here's the thing. I don't know. I think that's the part I'm trying to understand now because let's say somebody can create an LBJ NFT, right?
Yep.
All right, and that has value. But what if somebody else comes and creates another LBJ NFT and it's just a little different? Like,
You're saying like the authentication
Right? Can you track?
Authentication, but
can you
like,
track who created it? Because like okay, so like to your point, let's say somebody that's not LeBron James creates a LBJ, and then we now like he's selling it like, oh yeah, it belongs to LeBron James. Like, are there regulations that kind of show that you have to know the exact origin and like you have to know utilities, or if there isn't any before you purchase it? How does that work exactly?
Yeah, so that's like literally the big question right now, because everybody's like, oh, I can just screenshot one of these NFTs and say like, yo, I'm a part of this ape club too.
Right.
But the thing is, like now with the blockchain, like it's a full record that everybody can see. It's super open to see, okay, who is the original owner?
Okay.
Who owned it next, who this was passed to, and everything. So it's down the line. And so the foundation of like why any of this stuff even exists right now is from that like ownership piece and from that record. So we talk about like blockchain in general, and there's like a main difference between like centralization and decentralization is what they call it. So like right now with centralization, like if we look at like Facebook, right? They own all of our data. Like we log into Facebook every single time we get on there. And if they want to wipe all of our stuff out, they can do it.
Yeah.
If they want to use our data to do something else, like legally off those documents that we signed and stuff, they probably can't. But like they can do it if they wanted to.
I accept.
I accept
What I didn't read.
every single time, right? But now with like the blockchain, with NFTs, with crypto, it's like we've got these wallets that we can own, and we like own that actual cryptocurrency, and it's like bid to us. So now when we log into different websites, we don't actually need to log in with our email and password. We connect our digital wallet to that, and that's like our entrance. It's like legit like our digital passport essentially that we log in with. So I say that to say, and it didn't even go like far enough, but with the blockchain, there's like full record of everything. It's open and transparent across the entire blockchain, across the entire world. Who owns what, who's the originator of what, and everything can be validated and verified.
Okay.
So let me ask you this then. My bad.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Let me ask you this. So with that, and we've seen like in the 21st century and things like hacking and scammers have gone to a new level, right? So you're saying there's a open database where you're able to see that Kay owned it, Mitch owned it, Shay owned it, Akin owned it, right? What stops a professional hacker or a really good hacker from adding his name to that list or manipulating it in some type of way?
Yeah, so this goes like, that's a great question. It goes like deeper into how these blockchains work, but essentially, let me try to put it in a form. So think about this, like, so say we've got like some Legos, right? And so we've got like a row of Legos, they're all the same color and everything. We got red Legos, 5 of them right here. Say that you hold an NFT and this layer is saying, okay, this is the NFT that Wes holds. Say that you sell that NFT to me, then there's gonna be another record that's built on top of that. So then we're gonna have we're gonna have some blue Legos on top of that. And that's gonna say, essentially, that you just transferred this NFT to me.
Right.
And so that's the record. So it's like layer on layer on layer. And those blocks are different verifiers. So every single time you do something, it has to be verified by a whole bunch of different people or a whole bunch of different computers. And that's like what's keeping that record true.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so I have my next question for you would be this. How does somebody get into NFTs if they want to purchase them? And what are like some popular NFTs? Like, you give us a bit of background on these NFTs, like if I wanted to purchase an NFT tomorrow, I don't know how, so I kind of give us a little bit of background on that.
Yeah, totally. So there's a few ways, and that's kind of like a low-key loaded question. Like how to buy an NFT, what NFT to buy. There's a few different ways to do it, and I would say the most simple way to do it is there's a platform called OpenSea, And on this platform, they've got a ton of different NFTs. It's essentially like an eBay for the NFTs. And so you get on there, you can see like different types of NFTs, different types of JPEGs. And then like once you click into one, you can see who's like the owner of it, who's the originator, like what type of project this is. And then go look them up on the web to see, okay, does this NFT come with utility? What's this project for? Why did they build it? All that good stuff. And then kind of pick and choose from there. And so you can see like, oh, this will give me great utility, or this could potentially be like a cool, like appreciating asset.
Okay.
So that's like the first place to start, I would say, is just like go on there to like do some research for some NFTs just to see, okay, like what does this actually look like? And then also there's a place called rareables.com, and that will show you the whole landscape of NFTs. It'll show you the ones that are trading at the highest value right now. It'll show you like what's the hottest things out, and that's like a good place to double check with. But you can't actually go directly on there and buy anything, though, on the OpenSea specifically, unless you got kind of a crypto wallet hooked up to it. And so right now, there's like, everything's like not the most user-friendly quite yet.
It's still very early.
It's still super early, but it's not too late. But it's still super early. But essentially, like you create a wallet to where you would transfer. So say you got like a Coinbase wallet or a MetaMask wallet. Those are just two different like wallet types to hold cryptocurrencies. And so you open up an account with that, then you transfer your USD, so your US dollars, into a cryptocurrency like in Ethereum. That's like the main one with NFTs. And then you connect your wallet, you connect that to OpenSea. And then you'd be able to actually purchase an NFT from there.
Okay, nice. It sounds like a lot. So it just, I mean, like with most things in life, if you want to make money doing anything, it's better to jump in early instead of jumping in late. But the risk is like, you know, there's all these different hoops you have to jump through to actually purchase an NFT. But I mean,
do your research.
Do your research, absolutely. And we all can tie this back to life as a scam. So literally, we just described a situation where someone with any type of notoriety, did I say that right?
Invasive? Because I am, to an extent, a private person, but at the end of the day, if there's opportunity within making money from, like you said, literally just off your stardom or your, you know what I'm saying, just off your name, of course. To me, you would have to be, you wouldn't be a smart business person if you didn't, you know what I'm saying, take that opportunity, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah, so kind of turning to some of the things we said. We got a Ricky camera guy here. Figuring it out here. But like I think earlier when we just talked about like in the music industry, like artists, right? They only get a certain percentage of their craft, right? And other people are making money from it. Same thing with athletes, right? Like, oh, you signed for $30 million. One, you're not getting $30 million, right? You're getting about half. But also you don't get it at once, right? I think that's why some of them go broke.
And you got to hit incentives too.
All right, so I just got 50 million. But it's like, no.
Kind of
you're getting game checks, right? So the house you just bought your mom and all that stuff, right? So there's a lot to it. So if I had the opportunity to make more money, yes, I would. But then just like the person that I am, philanthropy work is what I want to do. So I'm pretty sure some proceeds of that, absolutely. But some proceeds of that will go back to, at least from my background, like I come from a place where like people are still struggling. Right? I got, whenever you're ready, I got, you know, some family ties that are probably still going through some hardship. So to have the ability to still impact some lives and give other people opportunity, absolutely. Run it up, make more money, and then be able to pour into other people and make it count.
That's so real. You touched on a super good point there too. I was checking out this podcast. The young lady out of Nigeria, and she's actually started like her like a foundation. And so essentially with that, what they're doing like for fundraising purposes is they're utilizing NFTs in order to like fundraise and like get more money for the organization that she started. And so there is like good cost to it as well. You know?
No, I definitely I feel that. I can say that if I was famous, I would, right? But I think there's so much that comes along with fame. Like slightly related but kind of off topic. Like LeBron James, as great as he is, he still gets trolled on the internet, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
He still, they say he's not clutch. People talk about him going ball, you know, like, and I think he's probably the best player to ever play basketball, right? But he is still criticized for every single move he makes,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So if you were to have that level of fame and then try to create an NFT, I feel like people would still try to find a way to be like, oh, look at this dude. He already a millionaire and he's trying to charge $1,000 for this NFT.
That's
And it's
their
like,
problem.
But
That's their problem.
life though.
yeah, that's like,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's their problem.
everybody gets criticized on any type of
Right.
level. Like you and Jazz get criticized. The only difference is you guys aren't famous. You know what I'm saying? So you don't hear all the.
we don't hear it. We don't pay attention. Talk our shit. Y'all want to.
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
like LeBron James, how he make that statement, people gonna go back to their regular broke, miserable lives. In other words, right? You got other things to worry about. So yeah, like do what you got to do.
Mhm.
But also, if you know that you're actually bringing good things with your NFT.
Yeah, it's
Well,
worth
yeah,
it. It's worth it.
because we hit Brentwood, we don't know where LeBron stays, right? Like literally, we were there, but where's his crib? We don't know. It's literally hidden or something.
Yeah, I seen his crib in Akron.
Yeah, honestly, that's dope. That's dope.
Wow.
And then like, but then even like in LA, like in the Hidden Hills and stuff, there's houses that you do have the address to, but then you can't go. Right? It's like the Kim Caves and whatever. There's like it's gated.
Gated community.
Gated. It's super gated.
You found that out too.
Exactly.
I was trying to pull up.
So we were just in Brentwood, so we started looking at stuff like, how is it that like nobody knows where LeBron lives, right? But and then security was following us and stuff like that. So now if you're giving people access to legit your mansion or whatever it is, hey, look, that'll be alright. But you give people that access, then you're actually bringing good stuff with your NFT. You're not just scamming people and oh, you paid $1 million and they got nothing.
True.
Right? So.
My next question would be, Mitch, have you purchased any NFTs yet?
I have not.
Still researching?
Yeah, so basically, it's funny I say all this.
I say all this to say.
I say all this to say. I actually do technically have an NFT.
Okay.
So I've got this NFT. It's called like an ends domain.
Okay.
So that kind of like goes to the side to a whole bunch of other
A
stuff.
whole deeper level that you're not even ready to speak on right now. Okay.
So I've got an ends domain, which is classified as an NFT. Essentially, what it is like within the blockchain, it's like your web address.
Okay.
It's another way of like saying an identifier of who I am, essentially. So like my ends domain is mitchellphelps.eth.
Okay.
And so it's like essentially like an NFT, but it's not like one of the normal like JPEG NFTs.
Okay.
If you look at those, there's a few I really wanted, and don't tell my wife this, but I'm about to get her one for Valentine's Day.
Okay. This will be posted most likely after Valentine's Day. So even if she listens to it,
I'm dropping
she'll be
it.
straight.
I'm
dropping it tomorrow?
There's a ton of really cool ones that are like more like women focused,
Okay.
like women empowerment and all that kind of stuff. And so I'll probably like, grab one of those. Yeah, so check out like if you're interested, like World of Women. That's a cool one.
Okay.
And then they've got these ones called like Crypto Chicks even.
Okay.
Those are pretty cool. Like I've got like about 5 friends that actually have the Crypto Chicks one.
Yeah.
Different ones of that NFT.
Do those comes with any cool utilities, or that's something that's still they're just supporting the cause?
Yeah, just supporting the cause.
Okay.
And like honestly, they've gotten probably like on average like 2 to 5K within the past like 2 weeks. Like
Okay.
of appreciated value.
Okay, so with just to make sure I'm following your lesson here. So you can only well not only, but technically you get one, right? But you can buy multiple if you want to resell it, but
You can buy as many as you want.
okay.
Yeah.
And then you pretty much just if I buy 5, I can keep one for myself. It works like a stock pretty much.
Yeah, it works like a stock,
Okay.
like a house,
So-
like any asset.
Okay, so the money that they made off that's just based on the popularity of this particular NFT growing.
Exactly. So we look at like let's say not a World of Women, but Crypto Chicks,
Yeah.
like one of those ones. Say it's 1 Ethereum.
Yeah.
Right now, like 1 Ethereum is trading for 27, 28, like $25 to $3,000
Yeah.
for 1 Ethereum. So say you buy one of these Crypto Chicks for that price,
Yeah.
and then say the price of Ethereum shoots up.
Yeah.
So then like the price of that will probably shoot up. But let's say that just the popularity of the NFT that you bought for 1 now can go up to 1.5.
Right.
And so now, like, that popularity's there. Shoot, I can sell it right there and make money right off the bat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's interesting. So I mean, I feel like overall, I've learned a lot about NFTs. I feel like you definitely helped explain it and break it down a little bit where I can actually see myself investing in it. Do you guys, K West, have any additional questions regarding NFTs?
Well, I was going to say, it's kind of a loaded question, but kind of as we conclude, just can you kind of speak to how important, if at all, do you think getting into NFTs and the whole crypto world and metaverse and all that stuff is for minorities in general? Because it always seems like a lot of times all the times we're last to the party, but then even when we get there, like for instance, like
It's harder. It's
yeah,
difficult.
for like marijuana, like now it's legalized, but you know what I'm saying?
There's not a single
People
black
of color,
owned marijuana dispensary in
Exactly.
Illinois.
You know what I'm saying? Doing criminalized for it. Like I said, I know it's a loaded question, but because I've just been hearing a combination of things too. Because now I heard you can buy real estate in the metaverse and stuff too. So it's like virtual real estate and yeah,
That's
so-
wild as hell. I
Yeah.
don't think I would ever purchase virtual.
But you might
We
though.
gone.
It's
You don't know what's going on
Hey,
in that
Snoop
virtual
Dogg
world.
got a bunch.
Yeah,
Bunch of
Snoop
them.
DOJ on that.
And then that's,
D-O-double-G.
and that's what I'm saying. Like
Don't let us be last. Shady.
Right. You're right. You're right.
Like a week ago, we might have all been saying that. Well, not Mitch, but we might have all been saying like, you know what I'm saying. We'll never think in a million years we'll do it, but when you start to see the returns on it, or the amount of opportunity, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's a great question. And I mean, honestly, when I go back to the reason I actually even started doing it is because, like, typically with like new stuff like this, I'm like super anti. I'm just like, no, I'll wait till everyone starts to do it, and then I'll jump in.
I think that's like all sentiments for black people. Like, you can wait till a few people go first.
Yeah.
Make sure it's straight in.
Let me know it's safe,
Right.
and then I'll jump in.
Who all over that one? I'm trying to think.
Exactly, like who's at the party?
But
Like,
that's being like I'm not gonna lie. I'm that dude, right?
Yeah.
For example, SHIB. Kate was talking about buying SHIB back in like early 2021.
Dang.
I was like, nah, dude. I'm like, I don't know it. I'm not finna put no hit
You said it just like that. You was like, I ain't getting into nothing else. I don't know.
Exactly.
But you was scarred from Dogecoin.
Right,
That's what it was. Right.
exactly.
Sometimes it's like what in life, it's what you experience that can affect your your future things. So
Totally.
maybe just based on our backgrounds as black people,
Exactly.
how we've been finessed.
You want to make
things,
sure the
you're like,
money's
hell
really
no.
there. Yeah.
Y'all go first.
Exactly.
Before
Once you
we
make a
go,
little bit of
yeah, but
change,
then it'd be too late. You feel me? Once everybody knows it's too late, cause like, bro, Bitcoin and all that stuff, bro. What?
Yeah.
I had Dogecoin at .002. I ain't put that much in it because I didn't know what it
Yeah.
was. I was like, I don't even know how to use the money.
Right.
I don't know how to do anything. And then, like, I sold it, and literally, I think 3 months later, then it blew up.
I would have cried.
yeah.
That would make some
So,
bad decisions, but yeah.
and that's the same thing with NFTs. Is like learning when should I jump in, right? I understand the concept, I understand the idea, but like with an investment, like Mitch said earlier, you have to understand that at any moment that shit can hit zero, right? So I think I don't know if it's for all black people or for me in general, it's like I really, really, really want to make sure that it's legit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before I invest all this money into it, right? And it's like, and the issue is you run the risk of losing out on some money. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I don't want to give away money for no reason. So I want to make sure. Let me see Wes make $1,000. Once I make, he make a little bit of money. Like let me jump in it. But I think that's with any investment though. Like real estate is growing. People are starting to buy properties and flip it and all that stuff. But like
You still don't believe it until your friend does it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But like this is like this stuff. Like the part that hit this for me was this is like the first time in my mind that like us as black people have the opportunity to be the first ones in the seat for like these types of opportunities.
Yeah.
Like we think about like when we had access to banks and stuff. They didn't let us have access to banks or anything like that early on. It kept us away from like different types of housing loans and things that we could have.
Yeah.
They did the same like for women as well. And like this is like the first time that like we actually have a chance to like get in and make something shake from the upfront level. So it's like our barriers are down, but the only one barrier that's still there is the access to the education on this stuff.
Access to education.
There's like not a ton of like organized stuff that's like really showing us. It's like, yo, if you get on some YouTubes, and then if you get on like TikTok, you know what I'm saying, they've got like a lot of knowledge there.
Yeah.
And even like some websites, but like a lot of stuff's not quite organized yet.
Right.
And a lot of things you just don't know, like, hey, is this verified? You know, is this like telling me the real?
That's a good point. And I want you to talk about this real quick before we end this episode here, Mitch. So I saw on Instagram, and correct me if I'm wrong, you took some type of certification, right? Or you took a class, or you took something where it was like NFT related, where they educated you on this, or where did the background come from?
Yeah, so there's a few things that I've listened to. We've got this like kind of like blockchain basics thing that I put together, and so it's got a couple different books.
You put that together?
Yeah, I put it together.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
So,
All right,
like,
so follow him for that.
Check me out for that. It's a link in the bio for it. One of those like link trees.
Yeah.
So it's like blockchain basics. Got a couple books, podcasts.
Yeah.
Even like a few different like newsletters and stuff you can like use or utilize.
Yeah.
So it's got like just basic foundational knowledge there.
Okay.
And then I'll probably be putting out some like more like NFT basics, crypto basics, like stuff like that for people to follow along.
Okay. All right. Go
I
ahead,
say that too. So initially when I came to the idea, that's what I saw. So I saw that you were posting some things like on IG, and then like I clicked your link tree and I saw more information. And the reason why like I was happy to have you on for this episode because I feel like one thing that you said that was profound for me at least was like when Kay asked you or Shay asked you, do you own any right now? And you were like, no, not really. Or you said technically own or whatever.
Yeah.
I love that answer, right? Because I think for so many people it's like you hear something new, your homie tell you about it, then you just jump in. Where I think in this episode we really emphasize like you have to do your research with everything. You know, like nothing's guaranteed. Like for me that's one of the things I hate in this generation. It's just like people just instantly hear something and then just want to go all in for it without doing their prior research. So research is I guess that's one thing I say to the camera. It's like just do your research. Like this guy's a knowledgeable guy, but he's also
life is a scam teaching moment.
Let's bring you some points. Go ahead, let's get some points there.
Right. Hashtag life is a scam teaching moment. Before you jump into anything, do your research. Right? You can have the knowledge. You can have the knowledge and still sit on it. Example, I'm not into NFTs yet, but I trade. I'm trying to learn how to trade options. Options trading is where the money is at, right? So it's a few stocks I've just been eyeing. I'm just watching them, trying to make sure that I want to jump in. When you do an options trade, you have to buy 100 of it at a time. You're not paying for 100, but exactly. You have to buy it in shares of 100, and it's a little bit pricey. But that's where the money's at. But life is a scam. Teach moment is. It's okay to sit and watch, right?
Don't jump in, you're going to learn.
Because the dip is always going to happen. So you can watch something you're interested in for a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year. Just kind of watch what is happening, right? And then when you're ready to jump in and make that purchase. So life is a scam, teaching moment. When it comes to investing, sorry for that weird noise I just made. When it comes to investing, it's okay to just educate yourself and then wait for the right opportunity. Right, so that's the key. I'll say that's definitely the key for anything that you're trying to invest in. Don't throw your money away. You know what I'm saying?
Especially with options.
Exactly. You're gonna lose. You can make money, but you can lose money too.
That's the same for literally everything. Houses, whatever.
Exactly.
I remember before I bought a home, I was looking like a year and a half before.
Yeah.
Like getting ready for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm trying to purchase a home too, and I'm trying to purchase a home in June. I've been sending these niggas homes since like November, you know what I'm saying? Like just options, like I like this, I like this kitchen, I like this one got a pool, you know? So just so take your time.
And that's what had me, let me on this part. That's what really had me sad, because so me and my homie Adonis was talking, right? And you know, like now they say like certain people be like, oh, all you need is like a 580 credit score or whatever, you can get a RHA loan or whatever it's called or whatever, and you gotta put them, at 3%. You know what I'm saying? It sounds good on paper, right? But there's also things on the back end that you have to know. Like as opposed to if you put down 20%, you know what I'm saying? Then
if you put down less than 5%, you got to pay that mortgage insurance. It's going to be a little bit more expensive.
And then everybody now is just like, oh, well, I'm gonna get it 2 flat in the hood and all this other shit. Yeah, that's cool. But you have to, you know,
It always works.
we have conversation. You have to have tenants in there.
Yeah.
You have to account for the time. Because my brothers do this shit. They don't do shit in the hood.
Yeah.
It's in the suburbs. They tell you the same thing too. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to account for the times when you won't have tenants in there. You got to account for when the stove breaks. That's on you.
Can you pay for that?
Can you pay for it? And then,
Life burst.
yeah, and then people are like, no, I'm sorry, I'm renting. But like I said, like,
He passionate about it.
yeah, like, you know, people, like I said, buying it in the hood, and that's not necessarily a problem, but some people are banking on like gentrification and all this shit, where it's like, all right, that shit may happen in 30 years, so you got to be sitting on this shit for 30 years.
Yeah.
See,
You know what I'm saying? So
that's not
it's
always
just-
bad though. See, that's why I got a son, right? So I bought some stocks, right?
That's why he got a son. Y'all didn't know that's
one
why.
reason.
I have some stocks right now that I'm absolutely not gonna sell, and I don't care if it take 30 years. If I gotta get that shit to my son, he gonna make some money off it.
Must be
I
nice.
ain't selling.
That's
G.
called
I'm not-
generational
But that
wealth.
ain't need me no damn
That's what I'm
stock.
going after. The one contrary
Yeah.
to this mic drop of doing your research,
Yeah.
and I fall into this a ton of times. I do too much research
Yeah.
to where I don't move.
It's a fine line. Yeah.
But it's like when you make that move, like that's when you'll do your learning. You know what I'm saying? So you're doing a ton of learning going up into it. You never feel ready. Did you feel ready to have your son?
Nah. Oh no, definitely not. Nah.
But you learned a ton
But you
now.
do what you
And
doing
great.
it.
But
But
right
you
now-
doing it though.
Yeah,
You doing
yeah.
that shit.
Same
Let's
as
go.
experience, good teachers.
Yeah,
So it's
absolutely.
like do our
Experience is a
research,
great teacher.
validate it,
Yeah.
and then just jump in even when you don't
Jump
think
in,
you're ready.
yeah, jump in, and then if you do a little bit of research, you should feel confident in your purchase and your investment.
A lot of
But we're gonna wrap this up. Big shout out to Mitch. If you want more information on NFTs, you can follow Mitch at
Mitchell Phelps.
Mitchell Phelps.
All
All right?
financial advice
Yep.
comes from Money Making Mitch.
And
Don't listen to anything I say.
we was telling y'all it's good to jump on the wave early because right now the information is free. 6 months from now, he might be charging for this. So I'm just
already
saying,
charging something.
You already charging. Jump in now before the price goes up because yesterday's price is not tomorrow's
It's
price.
not the same
It's not
price.
tomorrow's price.
The
So
NFTs
jump in
appreciate.
now. Yep.
Appreciate.
Once again, thank you guys for tuning in to Life is a Scam podcast. I am the host, Shane Two Times, my boy Worldwide West, my boy at the very end,
The hottest
K,
DJ in the land.
capable,
Hey.
and my very good friend, Mitch. Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Mitch.
Yeah, I have to make it dramatic. I have to get a dramatic exit. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a good day.
Yeah.